Yeah, the first question is from Objective Believer. And here's the question. Every time atheists talk about coming up with morality without God, they seem to miss the primary issue on what authority makes one's view of morality authoritative over another. I guess that's just directed at Adam.
Uh, well, different things will give different ideas different authority. From an empirical perspective, something is granted authority by evidence, by an overwhelming amount of evidence. I don't think that a belief in God is a bad way to enforce certain behaviors. It's a very intuitive way. And oftentimes our intuitions about things can be wrong. So I would say that we are better off looking at the actual evidence. So hopefully that answers the question. Like I understand that there is a grounding problem in my argument because I'm presenting a lot of evidence that people may agree with or disagree with. And that it's easier if people agree based on this source called God. But I don't think it always delivers the truth.
Okay. So
Okay, if I get to
yeah, go
respond
for
to
it.
that,
Yeah,
I
go
think
ahead.
there has to be a ruler, a yardstick for how do you determine morality? Is it majority opinion? If it's majority opinion, then Adolf Hitler said, well, hey, 55 million Germans agree, we should wipe out these Jews. And so they made a good start on it, killed 6 million of them, according to history books. So where does authority come from? Who makes this decision? Is right and wrong determined by an outside force like God, or is right and wrong determined by the majority? Because if majority determine right and wrong, in a true democracy, the majority could vote to execute the minority. You could have 51% vote to execute the 49%, and there's nothing they could do about it because majority voted. Or is there a higher standard? This was the problem with the Nuremberg trials after World War II. They said, we were doing what Hitler said, we were doing what the majority of the people wanted. This was within our borders. We had conquered this much land. We decided in this border, this is how it was. And the judges at Nuremberg said, there's a higher standard than your majority in your country. It's a real dilemma, I think, for the evolutionists to decide where is the absolute standard. We have a National Bureau of Standards, most countries do, to preserve what is a meter, what is a yard. And it's very important to keep a meter stick in an enclosed case, a certain type of metal that won't shrink or swell much, and it's in a certain temperature. It's important to keep a standard that doesn't change. So where is the standard for right and wrong if evolution is true? I don't think you guys can possibly have one. The standard, if any, would be majority opinion. If the majority of the lions in the pack think it's okay to kill the zebras and eat them, well, then they're going to go kill the zebras and eat them. I don't think the zebras appreciate that, but the lions do. That's their supper.
Well, my argument is I'm presenting the yardstick. The yardstick is the well-being of the vast majority of people.
So okay, it would be well-being. The well-being for the lions would be to go ahead and kill the zebras and eat them because now they get food. So the lions think that's wonderful. That's their well-being.